Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to send Slack notification for AITable.ai form submission. So here I've created a form using AITable.ai, and in this case I want whenever a new form is submitted, automatically a new notification should be sent to my team on my Slack channel. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect, in which we need to connect a trigger and an action. So in this process, our trigger application will be AITable.ai and our action application will be Slack. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to send a Slack notification whenever a new lead form is submitted on AITable.ai. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect. You can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. After signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to connect my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here you can see a create workflow button on the top right corner. Here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this button. Here in this create workflow dialog box, we have to give a name to our workflow. Here I'm giving the name as send Slack notification for AITable.ai form submissions. And now I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now to create a workflow, I'm going to click on this button. Here in this workflow window, you can see two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. Here I'm going to select my trigger application as AITable.ai and my trigger event as new form. And now to connect my AITable.ai with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your AITable.ai account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. Now for the new connection, here it is asking for API token. So following the instructions given below. So here I've already logged in my AITable.ai account. From here I'm going to click on my profile, and from here I'm going to click on my settings. In my settings, I'm going to select developer, and here I'm going to generate my API token. Here it will ask for the verification code. Here I've entered the verification code, and now I'm going to click on this OK. Here the new API token is generated. Now I'm going to copy this. Moving back to Pabbly. Here I'm going to paste the API key. After pasting the API token, here I'm going to click on this save. Here it is asking me to select the space. So here I've already created a space. So I will select that. Moving forward for the data sheet. Here in my AITable.ai account, I have already created a data sheet with the name lead. So moving back to Pabbly, here I'm going to select the data sheet as lead. After selecting the data sheet, moving forward, here it is asking me to select the form. So here I've already created a form with the name lead form. So here I'm going to select the form name as lead form. After selecting the form, here I'm going to click on the save and send test request. So here you can see as it is waiting for response, that means here we need to do a test submission. So we will do a test submission by simply submitting a new response. So here I'm going to fill this form. Here I'm going to give the name as dummy user, email as dummy@pabblytunes.com and a random phone number. And now I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see the response is successfully submit. Moving back to Pabbly, here you can see we have successfully received a response where we have received phone number, name and email. So with this, we have successfully set up a trigger. Now let's move to action step. Here I'm going to select my action application as Slack and my action event as send channel message. And now to connect my Slack with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Slack account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now I'm going to click on this connect with Slack. Here it is asking me to enter the token type. So here I'm going to enter the token type as user. Now I'm going to click on the save. Here it is asking me to give access. So here I've already logged in my Slack account. So that's why here I'm going to give direct access to Pabbly Connect by simply clicking on this allow. And authorization successful. Moving forward, here it is asking for channel name. So here in my Slack account, I have already created a channel with the name lead form. So moving back to Pabbly, here I'm going to select my channel name as lead form. And here in this message field, here I'm going to enter the message which I want to send as a notification on my Slack channel. So here I've entered a basic template of my message. Here you can see my message template contains name, email and phone number. So here instead of entering the data manually, here I will map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I will map the data from the response I have received with my AITable.ai form. So for name, here I'm going to map the name. Here I'm going to map the email. And here I'm going to map the phone number. So here after successfully mapping all the data, moving forward. For the image URL and other fields, these are not required fields. So here I'm going to leave them blank. If you want to add any other data, you can do it as per your need. Now moving forward, here I'm going to click on the save and send test request. Here you can see we have successfully received a response. So now let's go and check our Slack channel. And here in our Slack channel, you can see we have successfully received a message which says received new lead on AITable.ai lead form. The lead details are as follows: name dummy user, email as dummy@pabblytudes.com and a random phone number. So with this, we have successfully set up our automation. Now let's test our automation to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, we need to do another test submission. So here in our lead form, refreshing this form. So here I'm going to add another dummy data. Here I'm going to add name as test lead, email as test@pabblytudes.com and a random phone number again. And now I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see the response is successfully submit. So now let's go and check our Slack channel. And here you can see we have received another message which has the same template where we have received the name as test lead, email as test@pabblytudes.com and a random phone number. So with this, we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as AITable.ai and an action as Slack, so that whenever a new form is submitted in our AITable.ai, automatically a new notification should be sent on our Slack channel. If you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.